Good evening, everybody. Wow, that was great. That was really good. I'm Ann Breckenridge Barrett. I'm the director here at the center. It's so good to see so many faces here tonight, and we're really excited to be the West Coast premiere of Wanderer by Danny Lyon. And I'm especially thankful to Terry Etherton and Etherton Gallery for helping to make this screening possible tonight. Tomorrow evening, there's going to be a reception for Danny Lyon, Photographs of the American Southwest in Mexico at Etherton from 7 to 10 p.m. So don't miss that. And I want to just take a minute to acknowledge that the Center and Etherton Gallery have had a very long and collaborative relationship that we're very pleased with and honored by. And in the past few weeks, Terry's work has been the subject of a lot of critical praise. And not only was there an incredibly complimentary and illuminating article in the Arizona Daily Star, but Terry's booth was named by ArtNet, Terry's booth at Perry Photo was named by ArtNet as one of the 5 not to miss. So, yeah. So I think that just underscores the fact that what we have right here in Tucson is a lot of depth and really important in the photography world. Not only do we have the canon that lives here, but we have an internationally recognized gallerist. So, you know, we've got it going on. And so cheers to Terry. Before I introduce Danny, I want to say a few words of thanks, especially to our members for supporting the center in 2018. I can't believe I've been here almost a year, and it's been a wonderful year. Just for a little recap, we celebrated the opening of the Heritage Gallery and Longer Ways to Go, as well as we hosted a family day in partnership with Truly Nolan, which we'd never done before. We exhibited the breathtaking work of Mark Klett and his collaborators. Photojournalist David Hume Kennerly spoke to a packed auditorium over Ansel Adams' birthday weekend. What else? There's more. And President Robert Robbins announced the appointment of David as a UA Presidential Scholar. And then finally, we're going to end 2018 on a very high note with the opening of Richard Avedon Relationships on December 15th. So thank you all for making this first year incredibly great, and it's been unbelievable for me to get to know the collection and to get to know the community. So my gratitude runs deep. A special shout out to our members who went to Perry Photo with us just last week, and if I'm bumbling my words, it's because I think it's 4 o'clock in the morning because I just got back a couple days ago. But we enjoyed fabulous community together. It's the first trip that the CCP has taken with members to Perry Photo, and we took in the fair. We had rich conversation about collecting and navigating such a huge fair. We had private tours by Terry and other gallerists who were there, intimate conversations with artists, book signings, and private tours of archives around Paris. So it really was a wonderful trip, and I want to thank those of you, there's Mary and Mark, who came with us. It was a great experience, and I hope you'll consider going with us to New York for APAD in the spring. Upcoming events on the calendar. There's a tour of the Heritage Gallery by Chief Curator Becky Sempf on December 6th from 5:30 to 6:30. We have a members opening reception for Avedon on January 11th. And finally, 2019 Ansel Adams celebration, February 22nd and 23rd, with renowned photographer Mark Burns as the event's keynote speaker. As the holiday season approaches, I want to wish you all a very happy holiday. Be safe, enjoy peace with your family and friends, and keep us in mind when you're thinking about your end of the year giving, because when you give to us, we can give back to you with the kind of programming we're doing. And I hope that you'll see the uptick in our activity, and that is because of you and because of all of the generosity that we've enjoyed from you over the past year. So with all of that said, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Danny Lyon. Danny Lyon has a long and significant career as a photographer and filmmaker. He has created important bodies of work, many of which resulted in publications such as Bike Riders, The Destruction of Lower Manhattan, and Conversations with the Dead. More recent publications include Like a Thief's Dream, Memories of Myself, Deep Sea Diver, The Seventh Dog, Message to the Future, and The Burn Zone. Lyon began filmmaking in the 1970s, creating a series of nonfiction films that include Born to Film, Two Fathers, El Otro Lado, Llanito, Los Niños Ambadanos, Media Man. And in 1985, Lyon concluded a trilogy of films on his New Mexico neighbors with a film called Willie, about Willie Armaillo, whose minor offenses repeatedly landed him in jail. And tonight we'll be screening Lyon's most recent film, Wanderer, whose primary subject, a 50-something man named Fernie, is the little brother of the earlier film's Willie. Fernie is now middle-aged, overweight, and suffering from mental illness. We also meet Fernie's sister, Gloria, his niece, Janice, and their neighbor, Dennis Baca. Following tonight's screening, Danny and Chief Curator Becky Senf will discuss the film and answer a few questions submitted by you, our audience. We invite you to write down any questions you may have on note cards, and we'll collect them after the film's completion. So sit back and enjoy Danny Lyon's Wanderer.